Hey guys, welcome back to Additional Ink. I'm Jeff as always. With me today I've got Asya once again hanging out with us, and I've got Mark. We're going to show you guys a little bit of exhibition. We're going to do 2-game format. We're going to do some blue steel versus green steel. So Mark, how you feeling about your matchup?
I feel like I'm pretty good into steel. There's a lot of good cards in green. Like Hidden Cove is very good into damage-based cards. I'm testing out a build of green steel that doesn't have any discards, so we're gonna see if that's got legs. I think it's got some power. I'm more interested in this tech card for this. I'm playing both Pluto and I'm Still Here from set 6. I'm excited to see how both of them perform.
And I'm gonna see how I can answer those, representing for the Blue Steel fam. So we'll see how this goes. We've already shuffled up, so let's cut and then we'll roll for first.
I'm just surprised to see Mark playing one that doesn't have discard for green steel.
That's true.
Yeah, this is the first time since set 3 that I have not sleeved up Prince John.
Oof.
All right, so let's roll. That's a 7. Perfectly average.
Average is a good place to be. I am not there.
You got a 5, so I will take the play in the first game.
I will have the play in the second. Let's see what we can keep with our hands.
So are we doing best of 2 or?
Best of 2.
We're doing 2-game format, yep. So I'm actually playing a slightly modified version of what I played at the Charlie's Collectible Show tournament, where I got 52nd place. It is about 4 cards different. And again, Decklist will be in the description for you guys.
I'm playing 60 cards different. My build for Charlie's Collectibles was Ruby Sapphire.
All right, so I'm looking at my mulligan here. As you guys can see this, I'm going to fan that out a little bit.
Yeah, so with this mulligan here for the camera, I'm going to ditch.
Actually, Mark placed very well in the 2K on Sunday.
I did.
Saturday.
I placed 8th.
I'm
going to take, even though we split the top 8 prizing, and so we don't actually know 1st through 8th place, I'm going to go ahead and be humble and say that I would have probably come in 8th.
Okay. I'm going to mulligan 3. I'm sorry, I'm going to alter 3 for my hand.
3, I will trade out 3 for 3, and we will see what we can do.
I was tempted on a 4th, but we'll see if it's the right call.
Don't ever look before you shuffle. You'll always be disappointed.
Oh, no, I'm not looking.
No, the true thing will be at the end of this to see how many cards are upside down in Jeff's deck.
Yeah, I am terrible. As a blue player, so much ink, it always gets mixed up, so I've just kind of given up on keeping things upright. I'll fix them as I find them.
More likely someone looks at your build and then goes, I can't look at this, and fixes it.
That is fair. All right, so I'm not upset about this mulligan here at all. So
Got some of the same stuff back.
So we're gonna start off, classic blue steel move. I'm actually going to ink a popsicle here.
Interesting.
Oh, Simone will have your head.
Yes, she will. We have a local who hates it when I ink popsicles. And I'll play a Fortis Spear, and I'll draw a card, and I'll pass to you.
I'll draw my card for the turn. I will...
Popsicles are only meant to be played, not inked.
I will put a...
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Strength of a Raging Fire into my inkwell.
Okay.
No 1-drop with this hand, and I'll pass the turn.
All right. See if I can capitalize on that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna ink this Let It Go.
Ooh,
so
that's
pretty.
a very nice Let It Go. Show it off for the camera.
Yeah,
Actually, so this Let It Go, one of our channel members, Ryan, actually won this one at the DLC in Atlanta, the first DLC actually. And then he's like, "You play Blue Steel. I know you want this." So I traded some stuff to him for it, and I've played it in my deck ever since. It's an expensive ink.
Very.
You're gonna see that a lot with this Blue Steel deck, I know.
And then I will play a Smee, and I will pass.
Okay. I will draw for my turn. I will technically ready and set as well, but nothing will change. I will put an Ursula Deceiver Vol into my inkwell.
Not upset about that.
And I will play a Morph. You should be upset about that.
What's he gonna shift?
I have so many options.
Passing
in this deck. I am in fact passing after that.
All right. Oh, that is not a card that I want to see right now. So instead, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, let's start off, let's sail the Azurite Sea. So lets me draw a card, and then I may put an additional card into my inkwell this turn.
We're starting to ramping.
Struggling very, very hard to withhold all of his additional ink puns. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
They'll come out. I'm gonna ink the Simba, or as we affectionately call him, Himba, because he is him. And then I will also ink this Cogsworth as my ink from the Sail the Azurite Sea.
You know, get that additional ink.
That additional ink.
Joke for you today.
And then I will play a Popsicle. I will draw a card. And I will actually go ahead and I will pass.
Okay. I will ready. I will set. I will draw. I will with this hand. I will. I'll ink the guard dog Pluto.
Okay.
Interesting.
And actually, in this position, I will just play another Ursula Deceiver Vol and not shift.
All right.
Okay.
With that, I think we'll say it's your turn.
All right. I'll ready my ink. I'll draw for turn. That's a card I am not upset about seeing. I will ink a Pete.
Okay.
And we will play down an Alice, Savvy Sailor. So Alice has ward, and then whenever she quests, she can give another chosen character of mine +1 lore per turn and ward until the start of my next turn. And at this point, I will go ahead, because I'm scared of that Ursula there, I'm gonna go ahead and quest for 2 with Smee.
First on the board.
I'll pass, and Smee will damage himself at the end of the turn.
I'll ready my ink. I will have no start of turn effects for set. I will draw. I will have Ursula, Deceiver Vol, sing Let the Storm Rage On Mr. Smee. I will draw a card.
Feel like I made the
I
right-
will choose not to do the second time, as I would have to choose one of my own characters.
Yep, it's the ward.
Yep, makes sense.
Will, however, then ink another Deceiver Vol,
We like to see that.
and I'll shift a beast.
There he is.
And with that, send it to you.
All right, so I'm actually going to ink another Let It Go.
Some expensive ink going over
That is an
there.
expensive ink. And I will actually pay 6. And I'm going to play Tinkerbell.
1 damage on everything here.
That is nice enchanted.
It is one of my favorites, actually.
I don't even want to ask you how much this deck costs with all these like expensive cards you're pulling
It's
out.
not important. I like looking at shiny things. I like playing enchanteds. So then I think what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to pass at this point. I'm going to take a chance.
Okay. I'll ready. Beast will get large and angry and in charge. I will draw.
But
I
you did
will-
stop the beast draw.
I did.
I will play the Muses,
All right.
and Beast will sing, and then along came Zeus on Tinkerbell.
That's what I figured was coming.
I will quest for 1 and find myself on the board.
All right.
I could have bounced my Ursula, but I don't think I want to here.
You don't want to bounce her?
Back
Okay.
No, I wanted to quest instead. I'd like to bounce my Beast, but he's a little too big for that.
I'm actually going to go ahead and ink this Fishbone Quill.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 7 for a lucky dime,
Yeah.
and I'll pass.
All right. I will ready. I will set. Beast will become a 7/5 with 1 damage marked for the turn. I will draw my card. I will play another Muses.
Another Muses, okay.
I will quest for 4 to 5,
Okay.
and I have no other things to do this turn. Say you.
All right.
You really said that we need double inspiration over there.
Yes, I did. You know, they got to tell you the gospel truth.
That is true.
I'm going to pay 3 for another Alice.
Sure.
I'm going to pay 2 to tap dime to gain 2. And at this point, I will actually pass.
Okay. I will ready. I will set. I will have a 7/5 that can't challenge because there's nothing to challenge. Draw. You have a lot of ward. I don't think I'll need this. Strength of the Raging Fire will go into the Inkwell. We'll lock you out of actions for a turn,
Okay.
and I will quest for 5 to 10.
All right.
We're racing now.
I mean, he's got 2 Alices and a dime. That's where I have found myself.
All right. Are you passing turn here?
I am in fact passing here. Yes.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to play Ariel,
Okay.
And I will pass at this point since you locked me out of actions.
I'm going to count my lucky stars that you don't have an inkable in your hand to be able to immediately quest dime for 7.
Yep.
I will ready, set again, of course again. Draw. Got a lot of these. They're not helping me.
Doing some calculations over there.
Yeah, just a brief little bit of math. I don't have anything I can do here, so I will quest 16 and pass the turn.
This is basically where we're at. All right, let's see. Let me do some math here. All right, so that's 4 on board. That's 4 plus 7. Oh, I think that's game. Maybe.
It is.
All right, so I will quest with Alice for 2. I will target Ariel with that Alice's ability. I will quest with Alice again for 2. Targeting her again. I will then quest for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I will tap dime for 7 for the game.
And I drew all my strengths of a Raging Fires.
That was good.
I got a little concerned when you got the Tinkerbell out from under me, and I was like, man, I'm not going to be able to deal with this board unless I draw something. So I got lucky there with the dime and the Ariel.
It happens. I believe that makes me on the play for this game.
Yep, and so guys, we'll be back in just a minute for game 2 as we get shuffled up. All right, guys, we're shuffled up. We're ready to play game 2. Mark's going to be on the play for this game. So now we're going to cut, and I almost cut my own deck there, but we'll not do that.
We would have a tournament in fractions, or.
And now it's time to alter our hands.
Yes, it is. Let's see. 7 for me, 7 for you. What are we working with here? I can. I know I want one of those.
Okay, I know I want these.
So Jeff, how many cards are upside down?
1, 2, maybe.
Okay.
I've just gotten so used to
Better than
changing.
usual.
I know it's one of my flaws.
Actually, I don't think I need that. I think it's better to just keep those
I actually think
and send back.
I'm gonna keep that. I'm actually gonna do 2.
I'm gonna keep 2 and replace 5.
So it's opposite day.
Yeah.
So me and Mark have actually put a lot of matches against each other with Blue Steel and Green Steel over the last year. I think this is actually, these lists is the first time we're playing either one of these lists against each other, so it's very interesting.
No, I do believe I played against this Blue Steel list with Red Blue once or twice before Charlie's, just over the course of playing some
You know what,
games.
yeah, I think we did have a league night or whatever, we did face it.
Yeah, I think we did have a league night, but I've definitely not played against it with Green Steel.
You took a break from that green steel, so we were making bets on how long it'd take you to get back to it. You know, I think you lasted about 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean,
It was something like that, yeah.
I don't think you can go longer than that, but that's okay.
All right, so, sir.
I have resolved my alterations. Let's see how we can play that.
Same.
All right.
Makes you feel better. I picked up my original 5 upside down, so.
I'm going to throw a Tinkerbell into the Inker Well.
All right.
And I'm going to play a Diablo. Let's see what you're working with.
You're
what do I have to
inking
be
a
scared of?
Tinkerbell.
So we've got a Tinkerbell, Fortispear, Calhoun, Smee, Fortispear, Dime, and Cogsworth.
Okay.
Good to go?
Yeah, I'm good to go. That answers my questions.
All right. All right, so are you passing turn here?
I am in fact passing the turn.
All right, so I'll draw a card.
I'd like to quest for 20, but I don't think that's how the rules of Lorcana work.
No, the goal is to get there. So I'm going to ink this Fortispear, and I will play said Fortispear, and I will go ahead and pass to you.
All right. Already my ink. I'll draw for the turn. What a nice thing this deck is. It likes me. I will ink a Pluto.
Okay.
I will shift Diablo, discarding, and then along came Zeus.
Okay.
I will pay 1 for a Hidden Cove. I will pay 1 to put Diablo onto the Hidden Cove.
It's pretty good.
I'll quest for 1 onto the board, and I will say go after that.
That was a nice turn too.
You'll draw.
Yeah, it
I
was.
will trigger Diablo and draw with you.
Okay. That was a nice turn too, indeed.
Play that popsicle, dude.
Play the popsicle? No, I don't think so, sir.
You know you want to.
I'm going to ink it. I will then play a Calhoun.
Calhoun is here.
And I will pass.
All right. Already this Diablo. I will draw. I will.
I really do like that Calhoun card. I always forget about the resist, but it gets you.
Mm-hmm. It's so good. So good. Seeing playing a lot of steel decks right now.
And I think a lot of people with their calculations forget about the fact that you gain 2 when you banish.
I think, and this is weird to do, I think I'm going to ink Amuses.
Okay.
I will play a Pete. I don't really think you have actions I'm worried about, but just putting some bodies on the board seems advisable here.
Okay.
I'll quest for 1 again,
All
and
right.
I'll pass the turn back to you.
All right, let's draw a card.
Yes, let's do that.
All right, I'm going to ink a Fishbone Quill. I will then play a Fishbone.
Okay.
I will ink with Fishbone,
Okay.
and I will pass.
All right. I will ready, I will set, I will draw. I will, before I do anything else, I will sing Let the Storm Rage On with Diablo.
Okay.
I will deal 2, reduced to 1 on Calhoun.
All right.
I will draw a card. I will then, into my inkwell, a Diablo.
Okay.
I will pay 3 to Strength of a Raging Fire Calhoun to do 2 reduced to 1.
All right, that's pretty good.
Pay 1 to move Pete to the Hidden Cove as well. Quest with Pete to 3, and pass the turn back.
That was pretty good.
I'll draw
Nice
with
one.
you.
All right. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to ink a Popsicle again.
Okay.
I will then,
Tap the Fishbone for additional ink.
I will tap the Fishbone for an additional ink. And I will get down a Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell puts 1 and puts 1.
Yep, and then I will pass.
All right. I will ready. I will set. I will draw. You are not quite on time, sir. I will pay 4 for, and then along came Zeus.
All right.
I'll choose Tinkerbell.
You sure you want to choose Tinkerbell?
I have,
There's so many options.
something tells me that's a reasonable play.
I had to ask.
I will ink a guard dog Pluto for my turn.
Okay.
I will quest for 2.
All right.
And I will pass the turn to you.
All right, I will ready.
Yeah.
I will draw.
I will draw with you.
Ready all those characters you have on the board?
Let's do it again.
Sure.
And then I will pass.
All right. Ready up. Ready up.
Just gotta hope for the no additional Zeus here.
Yeah.
I'll draw for my turn. I will pay 2 for a morph. I will move the morph to the Hidden Cove.
Okay.
I will quest for 1 to 6, and I'll pass the turn.
Everyone has to be hidden
I'll
right
draw
now.
with you.
All right. So I'm going to pay 5 for Cogsworth.
Cogsworth is here.
I will then let's go ahead and put 4 on the Cove.
4 is on the Cove.
How many cards in hand?
4.
4? I will hold here then,
Okay.
and I will pass.
Even without the discard, he's getting you down to 2 cards in hand.
Yeah, well, I'm trying. I'm holding off. I'm trying to I think those popsicles. I didn't see my Diablo early answer, so I'm trying to play around it a little bit.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of the card draw for that Diablo.
I will, I think here, I will ink.
I probably should have played the Cogsworth before the first Tinkerbell, but you know, hindsight's 2020.
I'll ink the Beast.
I think the double Tinkerbell's a good play.
I think here I will challenge your Tinkerbell
For
for 4,
Okay.
which will be reduced to 3 because you do have resist.
That's right.
And then I will pay 6
Steel math.
for timely contestant Robin Hood. Now we should talk about him because he doesn't see a lot of play.
No, he
is a
doesn't. That's
9
actually-
cost 6/6 that quests for 4 with Ward. But his special ability is that for each 1 damage on opposing characters, he costs 1 less. So because Tinkerbell has 3 damage,
It's pretty good.
Yup.
I pay 6 for him. Now I will quest for 1 to 7, and I will pass the turn.
All right. So ready?
You
Draw. If you would like to draw for your Diablo.
I would
trigger.
like to, yes. Thank you for reminding me.
All right. So first thing I'm going to do,
Cove is gone,
going to take out the code.
and Diablo goes with.
Yep.
That Diablo.
And now
needed to
you
get to.
have a free reign to.
Now I will draw a card. Play Fort of Spear, and I will draw a card. Oh, it's a little too late there, guy. I will then pay an additional 2 for Sail the Azurite Sea.
Yes, you will.
I love that card.
Man, you really were holding on to all the card draw.
I will pay 3 for Pete,
Okay.
and I will say go.
All right. So let's have a good time. And I know that sounds dangerous for you. So I
mean,
will
you did get a lot of cards off of that Diablo.
draw for my
so-
You
turn.
did.
I like that card. That card's not helping me yet. I will put an Ursula into my inkwell. I will play another Diablo.
Okay.
I will run into your Tinkerbell, put 1 damage on it with Morph.
Okay. We're about to see another Robin.
We're going to play Go-Go Tamago for 2.
Okay.
And so this is a new set 6 card. You may have seen it in some tournament winning decks. It is an evasive 2/2 for 2, quests for 1, and when I play this character, I may pay an additional 2 ink, which I will do, to gain lore equal to the damage on chosen opposing character. I will gain 4 lore from Tinkerbell.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
And then I will quest with Robin Hood to go to 15 lore, and I will pass the turn.
I don't know if you can catch up because you don't have a lot of lore on board right now.
I'm gonna see what I can do here. I think I might be able to work some things out. All right, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to run Pete into the Robin Hood.
Yes, you will. We'll put 3 damage on.
I will then run the Tinkerbell into Robin Hood to finish him off. The additional 2 damage to Diablo from her
Yep.
ability because she banished him. I will then play Wreck-It Ralph Ham Hands.
Now that's a pretty card.
Yeah.
So Wreck-It Ralph Ham Hands, whenever he quests, I may banish a chosen item or location to gain 2 lore. Would have been really great earlier just to be able to banish that hidden cove and gain 2 lore off of it.
That would have been nice.
But now we're gonna have to see what we can do late game, see if we can make some time up. And I'll pass.
And is it just your opponents, or can you also banish your own items?
It's your opponent's or your own.
Okay, so I mean, there's still that.
Yeah. Ready, set, draw.
I do like how the set 6 enchanteds look like treasure maps.
Yeah, they kind of remind me of like old invention schematics,
Yeah.
like the Da Vinci
You play
drawings and
steel.
stuff.
I think I've seen a couple steel cards. I'm going to play I'm Still Here on Go-Go Tamago to give her resist 2 until the start of my next turn, and to draw a
Nice.
card. Draw this card. I will then pay 2 for Twin Fire. I'll put 2 damage on the Wreck-It Ralph.
So it'll be 1.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
the
1.
resist.
And then I'll quest 1 to 16. I'll ink and I'm Still Here. And I'll pass the turn.
All right.
Looks like we have a little visitor.
Yes, we do. It is the channel mascot, Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, he's up here, causing havoc.
He's sitting on the chair.
Okay, so
perfectly
that's
calm.
that's a pretty good draw.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna play a popsicle. I'm gonna draw.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Cogsworth sing. Let it go to your go-go.
I will get some ink. We will let it go, yes.
I will then play another Cogsworth.
Okay. 2 resist seems good.
I will quest for 3 with Ralph. I will destroy this Fort of Spear for another 2 lore.
Yeah.
Nice. You're on the board.
And I will actually,
So you should be at 5, yes? You haven't gained lore before this turn.
Yes, it should be 5.
Okay.
That's one mistake. And then I will
Easy.
pop this popsicle to take that 1 damage off. And then I will pass turn.
All right. I'll draw. Already all set, I'll draw. Now that you have no damage on your characters, I'll ink this Go-Go Tamago, but your Let It Go has in fact put me to enough ink to just play him for his
Hard
amount.
cast him.
And now I will offer you the opportunity to win this turn.
Let's see what I can do. I'm pretty sure I'm cooked, but oh man,
This card is so much
if
fun.
it wasn't for that ward, that's an answer right there. So let's see.
Did you
I've
draw
got-
the other Let It Go?
No.
He does have 6 willpower.
2,
He is.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll get me to 12.
It'll get you to 14.
Got some
You
claws
have
going
Yeah,
on.
size, yep. So it'll be 5, 9, 14. So I'm just gonna play 2 for Sail the Azurite Sea. We'll just see what we get here. That's funny. Just because I will then ink with Fishbone. I'll play another Cogs.
You have 3 cogs worth.
And I will quest out, I'll destroy that, and I will go up to 14, and I'll say, GG's, my friend.
I will ready, I will set, I will draw. I will draw this Muses, which I'll play for fun, and then quest for 20.
That was good.
Nice.
That was good.
Those were good games.
Yeah, the Robin Hoods are really.
I mean, did you have the Robin Hood in hand?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I had you not let it go, had you not played Let It Go against me, I would have had to draw the ink.
That's fair.
I was holding the Robin Hood waiting for ink.
Well, you drew the Muses anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered.
No, I drew the Go-Go the turn I inked. I mean, I did draw the ink. I was 1 ahead, but it meant that I didn't have to.
This is what I need early game for Diablo right here.
Yeah.
The Imperial Bow is very good.
But yeah, no, I thought about challenging the Go-Go with the Wreck-It Ralph because you played the I'm Still Here, which is really good, which means I couldn't take her out with the Cogsworth.
She is evasive.
Is she evasive?
She is,
Totally
yes.
forgot. Okay. So Imperial Bow needed once again.
Yep.
Honestly, I feel like at least coming back to 14 with the
That was
game
pretty
being
good.
like that was still pretty good. But both these decks, they're strong in their own rights.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you guys play these two decks,
There-
you
there are
guys
some-
always trade
Yeah.
constantly.
There are some interesting interactions in here that I didn't get to showcase this game. For example, if you shift a Diablo and have an I'm Still Here in your hand, he can sing it and choose him, and you can choose Diablo. It's a very strong way to open against Steel. They don't like it when you do that. You also have, obviously, if you have an Ursula Deceiver Vol with your I'm Still Here, that can be up to resist 4 on 1 character or resist 2 on 2. Gives you a lot of very profitable challenges. So if you're thinking of taking this to your set, champs, and I mean, it's a fun deck. I can't recommend it enough. Do look out for ways to use I'm Still Here to make sure your character is still here, if you'll pardon the pun.
Yeah, I mean, in Blue Steel, I know largely people are kind of off of it right now, but this Alice build is very mid-rangey. It can get down low with the aggro decks. It can go long game, as you guys saw with the aerial dime combo earlier. It would have been great to hit that Imperial Bow, grab your swords, anything earlier, but it didn't happen. But it's all the various of the deck. Also, the one thing that I want to do with this deck a lot is draw cards, and then when I have Diablo down, I definitely don't want to draw cards.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of work with what I had, but it's a very fun match. It's always a fun match with Mark.
I know you were also excited about the Plutos, but all I saw the action they got was getting inked.
He didn't seem to be challenging. When he's playing things with 1 might, I don't feel the need to play bodyguards.
That is true.
And that's fair. That is fair. I also have some Plutos in here as well. The Wreck-It Ralph actually is a one of. It's been very interesting to test the Wreck-It Ralph, whether it's your items or locations or your opponents. It's just another way to get that extra lore out at the end.
Oh yeah, no, I'm also very much of a fan of being able to bounce the Go-Go Tamagos with the Muses. Gets you a lot of lore when people don't see it coming.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, I didn't have, like, I thought about the Tinkerbell having the damage when it was my turn, but I was like, man, I don't have a popsicle out to heal her. I beat them, and I was like, no.
Well, now that we're at the end of this, Jeff, how many of your cards are upside down?
Way too many. All right.
You
I
may
have-
have to do some digging to fix
I
that.
have figured it out.
First card on the top's upside down.
I picked this one up separate. I don't know if that counts.
I also noticed how you do it. You ink normally this way, but when you ink with the fishbone quill, you ink this way.
Oh, so I'm gonna have to look out for that.
That's what does it.
And then also a lot of times when I'm exerting my ink, I will like do this half exert. But sometimes when I have a lot of ink, I'm like picking up and I'm like doing this, and then like sometimes I get mixed around. I just gotta get better at it.
It's not a real problem. If you have upside down cards in your deck, there's not an actual thing unless you're turning upside down specific cards to know where they are. I just like to give him grief for it because he's our friend.
I can't tell the difference. I know some people might, but I can't. But yeah, I think you guys actually saw a sample of all the enchantments that I have in here, actually. Yeah, the Wreck-It Ralph, the Tinkerbells.
Oh, that's right. You're
Don't
not
you
on
also
Zeus's.
have
I-
the swords?
I do have the Zeus's. That's actually, I drew a Zeus that last turn when I was like, man, too bad he has Ward.
He also does have an extra willpower.
Yes.
6/6 is a very good stat line. You put him on a cove and Maui doesn't even get him.
Where are the Zeus's? I've lost them. All right, so anyway, we're gonna wrap up here today, guys. There's the Zeus. Do you guys have any, I'll ask one more time, any last parting words whatsoever?
Green steel's a good color. Don't let discard fool you into thinking it's unfun.
Don't listen to Mark. Blue steel is where it's at, even though I'm a red-purple player.
Blue Steel, you hear that, Blue Steel fam?
I'm being ganged up on here.
Blue
This is
Steel
unfair.
fam.
Even if you're the one in the blue shirt. You're literally wearing blue,
Look.
so it should be blue steel.
Sapphire Steel, Blue Steel.
Yeah, but he's wearing green.
Brothers and sisters, Blue Steel
Oh,
family.
I just realized that, yeah, you're wearing green, he's wearing blue.
You're also wearing Prince John and green and Robin.
I
Hood.
actually,
You're literally wearing the green steel shirt.
I'm actually wearing this shirt because of I got this shirt because of my deck last set where I ran Sheriff of Nottingham.
Ah, yes.
So that's why I got this shirt.
Ah, yes, but you are running you have the timely contestant on your shirt. Come on, green steel.
No. Blue Steel fam, that's what it's about. All right, so again, thank you guys for hanging out today.
Thank you for having me.
Again, our community is for anyone who loves Lorcana, no matter your skill or age level, your skill level or your age. We believe there's a place at the table for everybody, and there's plenty of ink to go around. Thank you for being part of our community. Please like and subscribe, join our Discord, follow our socials, and please stay tuned for your next drop of additional ink. We'll see ya.